I've played quite a few games in my time, from the original classics to ones that just came out recently. Considering the length of time I've spent as a gamer, I could literally do a review on every game I've ever played. But that would probably take forever, so let's just stick to the ones I remember the best and had the most fun playing. Case in point, Yie-Ar Kung Fu. This game came out in 1985 in arcades. Why such a seemingly random game? It's somewhat of a long story, but basically I used to stay at this one hotel every year when I was growing up as a family trip, and they had it in their little arcade. So every time I walked into the little arcade, I heard this. Also, for some reason I still don't understand to this day, the game worked off nickels, even though the slot was designed for quarters. That meant that your measly $2 worth of quarters, which is 8 normal games, would now yield 40 matches of Kung Fu. The game overall is very simple. Basically, just kick the shit out of whatever opponent you're facing in the current stage, much like any other fighting game. The difference with this game is that although the gameplay seems simple, the actual fighting isn't. For one thing, there isn't just a simple punch and kick. Depending on which direction you're moving the joystick and which button you're pressing, plus if you're jumping, yields a different attack. This means that this simple game has over a dozen different attacks possible. Each enemy also has specific attacks, and learning the patterns for them can make this game almost a breeze, but there is still some randomness. The first 3 enemies, Buchu, Star, and Nuncha, are like your tutorial enemies, and other than Star's projectile attacks, should get you used to the controls and attacking. When attacking each other, you'll notice the strike comes in a variety of colors. Red means a successful attack on the enemy, and yellow is a successful block or counterattack, I think. I always thought the defeated enemies looked silly in their defeated poses. The next 4 enemies, Pole, Fetal, Chain, and Club, with the exception of Fetal, will really start to test your evading and attacking skill. Chain mainly comes to mind because his attack range is so large, making dodging his attacks very difficult at times. Club sucks because his shield prevents you from doing any mid-body strikes. Fetal is a pushover because he basically never attacks and is just there for target practice. You'll also notice that when your life meter gets below a certain level, the music speeds up and increases the tension. The last 4 enemies you'll face are Fan, Sword, Tonfun, and lastly Blues. I wonder what exactly those first 2 will be using as weapons. Nothing special, except that Fan is the second chick in the game after Star. That, and I always thought that Sword looked like he was fighting in his pajamas. There is Tonfun, and goddamn is he hard. If you made it this far into the game, Tonfun will most likely be the one to stop you from beating the game and forcing you to restart again. You should have noticed at this point too that the background has changed. Once you enter the second enemy screen, the background changes from a mountainous area to some sort of temple grounds. Beats me. Lastly is Blues, or basically your evil twin. He has the same looks, the same attacks, everything. The only major difference is that he can be seriously hard, because he can attack way faster than anything you're capable of. So you have to be extra careful when getting close to him. The best way I've found so far at attacking enemies, the easiest, is to continually jump back and forth across the screen. Usually this will make the CPU character back up to the edge of the game screen, and when you land, you can usually get at least 2 to 3 good hits in. Rinse and repeat. You beat the game and voila! You start back at the beginning again. Yeah, much like Gauntlet from the same time frame, the game has no ending. It just infinitely loops till you die or just get tired and quit. Overall, a simple arcade game from my very early days of gaming. And it's still a lot of fun to play today, nearly 30 years later. Thanks for watching, Thanks for subscribing. Go check it out.